Hello YouTube, it's Keith, Kevin, Ken. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. I told you, it's Spyderco season, a new season with a lot of new knives. And the knife of the day today is the Blade HQ Spyderco exclusive. Yeah, the exclusive Spyderco Shaman with Crucible's M4 steel and a DLC blade, a black blade with black hardware. And of course, Blade HQ doing the Blade HQ treatment. The Crucible M4 steel. And this wonderful natural G10 that gives off that green see-through feeling where you can see the insides of the Shaman. Let me tell you a little story about this Shaman. And I literally just took it out of the box 10 minutes ago before coming up on this video. A couple of things. First of all, if you notice, all of those Shamans, and this is my Shaman collection so far, they all have 023 at the top of them. That is my Spyderco Collector's number. You notice there's no Spyderco Collector's number on this. And that's because I actually bought it from Blade HQ and didn't wait for Spyderco to send it to me. They will send it to me. Sometimes they send the distributor exclusives early. Sometimes they send them real late. I was on Blade HQ at around 3 o'clock yesterday. Today is Wednesday. 3 o'clock yesterday. They dropped this at 11 Central Time yesterday. I wasn't even looking for the Shaman. I assumed it sold out in a couple of minutes. And I was looking at other knives, and I came across this, and it was still available. I don't think it's available now, but you might want to check it. I just, I usually don't go in trying to get these because I know I'm going to get one from Spyderco sooner or later. And I will get one of these sooner or later. But I couldn't pass it up. It was available. So I bought it. Asked them to rush it to me. They did. I didn't ask them. I paid for it to be rushed overnight so that I could show it to you. And I'm just thrilled about it. Now, this is the second Shaman that has gone through this treatment. The first one had satin blade. It was still CPM-M4, satin blade, of course, with the natural G10. I sold that to one of you in one of my trimmings, and I missed it ever since. I really have. I have fallen in love with the Shaman. You're going to see a lot of Shamans this quarter. I know that 2 more are coming from Spyderco for sure. One with Rex 45. And there's another one that I'll probably get in the next 2 days from Spyderco. That's a distributor exclusive. But I'm happy to have this one. I'll tell you, if there's any surprise superstar from Spyderco, I believe it's the Shaman. They've been trying to expand off of the native knives made in the USA. They did the little native with a compression lock and a back lock like the regular native. Then they went supersized with the Shaman. This looks just like a native. It's just been supersized and put the compression lock on it. They originally brought it out in black. They brought it out with a satin plain edge, serrated edge, and a black blade, plain edge and serrated edge. I sold 3 of the 4 to you guys in a trimming. I kept the serrated black edge, and then it just went crazy. All of a sudden, distributors were doing new variations, and they just sold out in a matter of minutes. That's strange for a big Spyderco knife. A lot of knives are getting smaller, thinner, easier to carry. But a big knife that has just gone off. The last time I saw a knife with this many variations so quickly, it was the Para 3. And the Para 3 is still doing variations. I'm very happy to have this knife as part of the family. What am I going to do with the other knife? I'll keep it in the collection, and then When I finally decide to trim the collection, one of them will be part of the trimming. So let's talk about this knife, the Spyderco Shaman, exclusive from Blade HQ. It just dropped yesterday. It has DLC coated blade. Actually, DLC is diamond-like coating on the blade. Crucible's M4 steel, it's really a tough steel. It keeps an edge for a very long time. It is not a stainless steel. It will rust on you. Even with the coating, it will rust on you. So you have to take care of it. The blade, drop point blade, really it's just like the native. It has all of the things that a Spyderco traditional knife has. You know, that Spyderco leaf shape blade, the 50-50 forward choil. You hear me talk about this a lot because a lot of Spydercos are like that. Of course, this is supersized in that regard. Jimping right here, right before the hole. 3.6-inch blade. Now, whenever I say the length of the blade, we measure it from the top of the scales to the tip of the point of the blade. But of course, you have to take out of that 50-50 choil, 50% of that choil is steel. It's not sharp. So the edge on this is 3-inch edge. 3.6-inch blade, 3 inches of it is edge. It's an 8-inch knife. These are not small knives. It's a thick knife too. Now, the scale is big, but rounded. Okay, so there are no sharp edges. It's a really nicely made knife. 5.2 ounces. Again, this isn't a thin blade. It does have stainless steel liners. I don't know if you can see it, but man, is it skeletonized. See all those little holes? That's skeletonization on the liners. They're embedded into the scales. You can see it through the scales, actually. What I love about this natural G10 is you can see through it. You see all those holes? That's the liners. Very well done. Black hardware, black 4-way clip. So you can have a right hand, left hand, tip up, tip down. You know, I just 2 videos ago, I showed the blacked out Yojimbo 2. And I said that it's a special kind of blacked out knife because even the compression lock and the liners were black. In this case, they kept the stainless steel and didn't black them out. Would have been interesting to see if the liners were black. You know, what would have happened is it would have popped a whole lot more through these green scales. But I like how it is. In this case, I just like, because I love the scales, I like the pop of the black and not too much bleeding through it. But it really looks nice. Natural G10, as I've said. Every time I say natural G10, someone always says jade, as if I said it wrong. No, it's a natural G10. But yes, the color is like a jade color. And so it's internet, it's jade G10. But it is a natural G10. Of course, compression lock. Just happy to have it. I'll be honest with you, I was stunned. I thought they had made a mistake. And then to get it, and I'm applauding Blade HQ. Sometimes with Blade HQ, even if I say overnight, it usually somehow doesn't get packaged and sent to me until the next day or whatever. It takes 2 days. I was surprised that it got here so early this morning. So they've really prepared for the selling of these. Didn't sell as fast as I thought. Or Blade HQ doubled their supply, or at least increased their supply. Don't know how many. Don't know how many any of these are. But we do know a lot of the distributors are rare, usually in that 500 to 600 kind of range. We don't know what this is, but I'm happy to have it. It was a surprise. So because it was a surprise, I picked it up. I wanted to show you guys this as soon as I could. I expect to get one probably in 2 or 3 weeks from Spyderco with my number on it. But I'm happy to have this. I'm thrilled to have it. Of course, I have a little back spacer, stainless steel back spacer that's blacked out on this one. So there you have it. The knife of the day, the brand new, right off the presses, new Blade HQ exclusive with Spyderco, the Shaman with the Blade HQ treatment. That means with CPM-M4 steel and DLC coating. This is the second Shaman that had their treatment. The first one I sold to one of you guys in one of the trimmings. It was with a satin blade. So I'm happy to have it. I'm thrilled to be able to show it to you and share it with you. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to look at all the new Spydercos coming out this year. I think it's going to be a big year for Spyderco. I'm excited about all the knives they've already announced that they'll release in the next 3 months. So I'm rubbing my hands together and I'm counting my pennies as well. To make sure I have the money to pay for them all. I appreciate all of you guys. Hope you're doing well. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll be talking to you soon. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.